fits you. Get up to 100% to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing. 10 years to pay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Saturday, welcome to Sports with Mandela. As usual, we start with a quote. Calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. Morning, Taddy, what's up?
Morning, Earl, morning. Pretty good. Not too bad. See, we get into streaming on a beautiful morning today. It's like rain in the south of East Earl. I don't know if I tongue people get any, but we had some blessings this morning, which is great, So hopefully, well, I don't want to win this weekend, so I can spoil the cricket match. Like cricket and rain always go together, it seems like.
Sure.
So hopefully, the guys get in the final and let a better team win. That's all I can say about that. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that they have some good weather and some good cricket. I know, knowing you, you're going to show up there sometime this weekend.
Yeah, I plan to go over there actually this morning after the show. Well, this afternoon, I should say.
I might be going over this afternoon too, but I just realized to come with Kerry this afternoon in the studio. I just remember I will come back with Kerry this afternoon. So start out this plan for next week, streaming cricket, that go live next week in the Power League matches. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. But that won't, like I said to you, that won't stop your show. We have enough cameras for that. It won't stop the show in the studio, but we can start out streaming next week. So Earl, without any further ado, let's get to our beautiful lady here so she can tell us about all the exploits.
There's one incident, it's your baby, I can stop raising your house and stuff.
Well, not only that, my partner Scruff, the time he's a babysitter.
Okay, Scruff is babysitter. Okay, nice. She's family then, so she's one of us.
Well, what happens, it so happens that Scruff's sister and her mother used to work at Jolly Beach.
Oh, okay.
Dan and me, real close, the summer ago.
Right. Okay.
I know all that.
So that means you know very well, we'll flip it then. Anyway, let me be a step back. I'm live on TV.
See, Earl, Earl,
Huh?
that is the whole story, you know. I took Flip out south,
Uh,
and he get done.
yeah, so one big connection, one big connection. Well, let's say good morning to our family, Ambassador Minister Seafood. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you.
It's always a pleasure having you in the studio with us. And also, I'm excited. I'm very excited because of you have a wonderful season last year. So I want to start off with that and just tell us about last year's season. If I may permit me to run through a few things I see here. IFBB Masters World Championship in Malta. There are 2 gold medals in Italy and Malta, 1 silver medal in Italy, 1 bronze medal in Czech Republic, and top 4 in the world in Spain. That's a really, really solid achievement. And you're talking this about on the international stage, guys. So this girl is a true ambassador, true superstar here this morning. I'm really honored to have her in the studio with me. So just tell us about the year 2025. Take your time, it's your show.
Thank you. Okay, so if I'm going to take my time, I'll start with how the year began, because it definitely didn't end how it began. I had some massive struggles in 2025. Of course, every prep every year you decide to compete and prep, you look at shows that you want to do, you start to strategize timelines and what you need to do in terms of preparation in the gym, nutrition, etc. I would have had a back injury at the beginning of 2025, which prevented me from doing any spring shows. So normally I'm a very active athlete and probably the most active athlete in the Caribbean region. So I like to compete in the spring and the fall. So in the spring I was battling a lower back injury in my L4. So trying to navigate training around that obviously was very challenging. Didn't want to do certain lifts, especially compound lifts, anything that was loading the back directly. So not being able to train how I wanted to train and push the cardio how I wanted to push, I wasn't able to participate. I had to pull out of shows, which was the worst for me.
Sure. Turn up a mic some more, because the viewers I can't hear, so turn up a mic.
So just to go back a bit, for those who didn't hear, I would have had a back injury in my L4 at the beginning of 2025. So it prevented me from competing in spring shows. I'm an extremely active athlete. I normally compete in the spring, summer, and the fall, which most athletes don't do that. They would pick, a season to compete in. You'd bring your best and you maybe will do 1 or 2 shows. I normally do 5, 6. The most I've ever done was 7. So I had to take a step back. It was very discouraging at the beginning of 2025. Not sure if I was going to be recovering on time, able to train the way I needed to train, but my eyes was still on being very active. So fast forward to about just before carnival time, the end of July, I was seeing some recovery signs. So I pushed a bit to still compete in the World Championships, and I wanted to be ready. Normally, when I do my preparations, I tend to want to do a show ahead of a major show, because you only get better, and you can think about it just like sprinting. Their first race out the gate for the year is never the strongest, fastest time. You get faster as you compete. So I chose Luxembourg. I wasn't ready. I was about 80% ready, but didn't want to pull out of another show for the year. So I gone for it. And of course, that show, which is not on the list of things that you mentioned, because those were highlights, that was probably one of my major setbacks. Well, I left it out because I didn't even make it past finals. I didn't make it past elimination round, but I mention it because it was very pivotal for me to have that, setback, not even being in the top 10 when I'm an athlete that everyone expects me to be in this, make it out of elimination rounds and make it to finals, and I'm normally on the podium. So for me, I knew I wasn't 100% there, but I wanted to get back on stage, wet my feet, try a few different things in terms of bikini, my hair, preparations, and my sister was able to travel with me for that show. So I wanted that support, especially knowing the challenges I had. Also, I made a big step. Adrian Merrick, who has been training me since 2016, he has been with me since then. We took a break, I think, briefly in 2018, I didn't train with him. But other than that year, he was my trainer. He has been with me from day one. And this last year, I decided to train myself for the first time, all alone, not with my trainer. So it was kind of like a growth for me, growing up. So I was able to, get some of the jitters off. Because obviously my trainer's there. I'm a person who, like, give me the plan. I'm going in, I'm an executioner. Like, I will execute the plan. But coming up with the plan by myself, and I have to thank my nutritionist, Dylan Jonas, and my sister Michelle, and of course Alzari. They kept reassuring me, you can train yourself. You know what you're doing. Just stick to the plan. Keep going. So that first show in Luxembourg was maybe to other people, a setback, but for me, it was a critical stepping stone in the victories I was able to capture later in the year. So.
But how difficult it was for you to really have the support to really motivate yourself to do that self-training and stuff? Like taking
It's really difficult. Let me tell you, it's a totally different ball game when you have to. Like I said, I'm more of a doer. Give me things to do, and I'm gonna do it. Tell me jump this high, run these laps, do these leg press, leg extensions. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna complain. I may negotiate, but I won't complain. I'm doing the work. But having to go into the gym yourself, it takes a different type of motivation, a different type of, you want this, so you got to do it. Of course, it's the same thing with other people who need a trainer to make it to the gym. When someone is there waiting on you, you're a bit more comfortable with not missing. So, but what I implemented for the first time last year was a logbook. I would map out my week, of what I'm gonna be lifting, and I would, just follow the logbook and make sure I'm ticking the boxes every week and not just going into it blindly.
Well, let me ask question, something I have a trainer, and you tell us that we can't go anymore. Trainer said, no, we just think I do 2 months stuff. Do you put yourself like that too?
Yeah, so I did, but of course in the beginning, like I said, it was rocky because I'm second guessing myself, and I feel like I'm at failure before I'm actually at failure. When somebody's there, obviously spotting you and pushing you, and motivating you to do it, obviously you go a little harder. But Dylan would have implemented a different lifting style, more working towards warm-up sets and trying to get top sets. So it's not about training to failure. I think the focus was last year. It was more lifting smarter, in my opinion, and especially considering I had the injury and I was training myself. So we went a totally different route than previous years, and it paid off for me, for sure.
And so how long took you to gain the confidence that say, hey, I can do this, I can do myself. I don't know, when, like 2 months,
No, it was like 3 months of like, is this working? And of course, with anything, it takes time. So with Dylan, what we do is every single week during a prep, we are doing weekly check-ins. So he's getting the photos of me. He's analyzing my progress, seeing what muscle groups are responding to the lifts that I'm currently doing. And we would make adjustments along the way. But it took some time. But of course, once you start to see some progress, you're like, okay, we're going in the right direction. And we just continued.
So. And in terms of when I want to visit the first one, is the first one that I have the Masters World Championship in Malta. I want to be that the first one to kick off in 2025.
No, that was just a highlight. That was the second to last show. So the Malta show was in the beginning of November, and I was doing back-to-back. So the way how I do my circuits when I'm planning to go to Europe, I would try and do 2 at a time. Some I've done in the past 3 at a time, because it's just more economical, beneficial. I'm already packed, I'm already locked in, I'm in the zone. I try to take out at least 2 or 3 weeks where I can go from one show to the next. So I went from Malta to Spain, and Malta, of course, I would have emerged a winner. I was really happy. It gave me a great deal of confidence and momentum, of course, going into the World Championships in Spain. But it was definitely, I think, a pivotal moment for me as well. Like, that was the first time I think an Antiguan has represented on the pro side in a World Championships and taken home the title. So very happy.
And you jump right in the next question. You say, coming from this small, this is actually the world stage. So coming from this small island, which is that very one and the map. How that felt, knowing that you came out champion?
Of course, extremely good. I mean, I was really happy, especially the top two for me. I had never stepped on stage with many Russian athletes, and Russian athletes tend to be really at the top of the food chain. If you want to consider my sport, the Russian athletes are on another level, and I had never competed with that young lady before, so I really thought they were gonna go with her. So when they called my name, of course, I was really happy. Like I was like, wow. And backstory. So traveling to Malta, I would have experienced a little bit of a rebound in the body. Obviously, traveling for 8 hours and then connecting out of London, traveling for another 2 hours. I had gained water retention, and I was looking really soft. My muscles were not popping, and me and Dylan and Michelle, we jumped on a Zoom call and we had like this honest conversation. Hey, it's not looking like what I left with. Should we just sit it out? It's fine. Like I'm at peace with sitting it out. And let's just focus on the next show, which is World Championships. And I mean, they really were, hey, let's not change anything. We continue doing what we're doing, try and get as much rest as possible, try and keep your water levels consistent, hitting my markers for the day. And eventually we went to the show. So thank God that we did. And, it goes to say, it's never over till it's over.
We are a physical fit freak here. This is exactly what we do. She's a former national team goalkeeper. He lives in the gym daily, in and out.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I'll just say, ask a question here. What's the duration of a training on a daily basis, and how many days a week?
Okay, so when you're starting out, because it goes in stages for me, I don't just start, 6 days a week in the gym, 2 hours. It starts more, you increase as you go. But I'll start with maybe 4 to 5 days lifting. If I have a lagging body part, I'll make sure it's 5 days, because you want to make sure you hit that lagging body part, whether it's the abs, the glutes. And because I wanted some more glute dimension this year, I had to make sure I was on top of lifting at least 3 times. 2 times minimum, but 3 times if I can get in the gym. So closest to competition, which is about maybe 9-12 weeks out, I'm in the gym 5 days a week, and it's no less than an hour and a half of lifting, just weightlifting, and then I still have about 45 minutes to an hour of cardio, and that depends on where I am. Like if I'm trying to burn more body fat, I'm not where I need to be, we're kind of running behind time, I need to spend more time pushing at the front end. So what I did last year, I pushed more at the front so that when it got close to the show, I could have eased back a bit and not be under so much pressure.
I want to find out something. I heard you said something to Earl just now about traveling the 8 hours and the 2 hours. That make you lose some kind of body structure. So,
Yeah.
so are you saying that if you get to the arena, the venue earlier, you have time to?
Yes, and ideally that's what you would want. You would want to arrive, even some athletes need like a week for their body to climatize water weight wise. But because I compete so much, and obviously bodybuilding is my hobby, it is my passion, it's not my earning income, so I have a job. I don't have the luxury of maybe going in a week early, for every single championship. So I kind of compromise competing more and having a little less time, which comes with a drawback. But I just prefer to do it that way. I'm kind of like a daredevil, a risk taker in that regard. I'm like, I don't want to just do 2 shows and be there, 4 days early. But
What's your recovery process like after all this hard day training and stuff? What's your recovery process?
So what I implement now is a lot of rest days. So rest days are like any bodybuilder you talk to, rest days are so important. Like you don't want to be stressed out. You're not running around doing errands. You are literally sleeping, eating, hydrating. Of course, you adjust your calories for that day, but it's really important. I've been taking ice baths. So go into the ice bath for about 3 to 5 minutes, come out, and then I'll go back into the ice bath again. So I actually have a system home like that you can set up that you can put the ice in. And then I've also actively do sauna every week. That's to relax the muscles, detox the body. And then I obviously go to the chiropractor. Therapeutic Deporte is the one that I go to. He does a phenomenal job. Keston is amazing. So he has been doing my work. I try to see him at least every 2 to 3 weeks, especially if I'm going to a show, and he would align my body, obviously stretch me out, and I was battling the back injury, so he was doing specific therapy, heat therapy, sound therapy, everything you can think about on the lower back. And of course, just icing my muscles, breaking it down the tissue, because I'm obviously actively heavy in the gym, breaking down those muscles. So I need that extra recovery, that extra therapy work. So that's what my recovery pretty much looks like. But other than that, in the week, I'm focusing on getting that 8 to 9 hours of sleep.
In terms of David, when you get that silver, how that show was for you?
I think I should have won that show, but but it's always a judge. Yeah, that's okay. I talk to all the girls, so I'm not the competitors. Like, maybe I don't have the true athlete demeanor. I always say that because I'm more friendly. I would talk to the girls and so on, and when they see me, they approach me too because they know I'm friendly. So if she was to see this, I don't think she should be offended. I beat her at the World Championships, and I'm sure she thinks she should have beat me too. So it's just this. The nature of our sport is that the margins are just so minimal. Like, so first place today could be second, third, or fourth tomorrow. So that's just how our sport is.
So when you know that you should have won, you recommend not to judge and ask any questions?
So when I never, in the moment, you don't think, well, at least me, I don't jump to, oh, I think I should have won. I only say that after I look back at photos. But initially, anytime I step off stage, it's never, oh, I didn't win, and I'm there pouting and having a bad, energy to the other athletes and the promoters. Oh, the show is, they're out for me. And no, I go to the judges. Hey, what can I do better? What did you not see from me this time that you would love to see from me the next time?
So you're saying that you're one that will gracefully accept defeat?
I gracefully accept defeat. I gracefully accept defeat. And for me, I feel like that's why I've flourished in the sport and I've been successful, is because a lot of athletes, when they don't get first place, when they think they should have, they're like, oh, I'm not competing anymore. You can't have that mindset. If you have that mindset, you are going to miss out on those moments. Well, first of all, the moment where you could have learned something.
True.
What did you miss? Like, what? I can't say that every show I think is 100% fair. But at the end of the day, the judges are judging from their perspective, 50 feet away. And everybody works hard. So I can't walk away from a show saying, oh, I worked so hard and I came second. No, I worked so hard and wow, I presented myself to my best ability and I walked home with second. I represented my country. I'm on the podium. I don't ever feel like totally defeated. I'm not going to come back.
So at the same time, the important thing for me is that you ask of the judges, where did you go wrong or how you can
Where went
improve?
wrong? Where was it that someone outshined me or, and they would tell me, it was the posing or your tan was a bit XYZ, or we would like to see a bit more conditioning in your legs or your arms. I remember that was a major feedback. So, and this is another thing, I would compete and know that I still have room to improve. So when judges give me the feedback, I'm like, yeah, I saw it. Like, and I just, continue working on your craft. Like you're never your best. It's called bodybuilding, which is present continuous. You're continuously building it.
Like you can win, but there's still room for improvement.
Yeah, of course, it's always nice to win, and of course, but for me, I would get second and third, and I feel like I won. Especially if the field was tough, especially if I'm competing with athletes who have multiple titles. For example, I remember in 2023, that was the first time I actually broke into the top 5 at the World Championships. Prior to that, it was like outside of the top 10, then 6th place, and I think then 3rd place. No, I think I came outside of the top 10 twice.
So I'm making it back to the point about just saying how you motivate yourself for going all these years outside the top 10 space and you keep going back.
Well, that was in the beginning, like when motivating. It motivates me, like, I know I can get better. I know I can beat these girls. Like sometimes I literally tell myself, like, Melissa, you wasn't all you can be. So just work on being all you can be. Like, you have to bring up your weak areas. And if it's one thing, I would always say, like, nobody is gonna outwork me. When I show up to a show, I did everything I could have possibly done. I'm very content with what I've produced. So if it doesn't give me the results I want, I'm very hungry for my improvements. So it's just like judges, okay, what you want to see. And that's another thing I think why I've done well. Like I welcome feedback. I don't think it's criticism. Not all judges' feedback I agree with, but I think I listen to what they said and I think about, okay, well, what on my physique could I improve that would maybe encompass everything they're saying? Because, and also, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes you step on a stage that the judges are going for a more feminine, softer look. They're more looking for the aesthetic and the shape. Some athletes normally come across harder, more masculine, and sometimes the judges don't like that. Sometimes the judges do like that. So it all depends on the day and who you step on stage with. And once you understand that our sport, and you understand that it's not like track and field or basketball where you dunk and it's either you dunk or you don't, or it's a foul or it's not, or you either made that time or you didn't. I think you can open up your mind to being more of an active athlete and not just, oh, I wanted to win this particular show and I didn't, and that was the be all and end all, and I should probably pull out and I wasted all this money. And no, because no, you're almost there. That's how you should look at it. You're almost there.
I'm going to get back to what you were saying. So I can be
That's okay.
Mr. Zaza, Mr. Physical Fitness again. I was just wondering, calisthenics training was ever at any time included in a training, or it's all weight training?
No, I've never done calisthenics. Actually, I'm not good at it at
But I
all.
think you watching me, so you want to play into fitness, so you.
Who is it?
That's what I agree.
Okay.
National football player.
Okay, I have never. I've tried to do calisthenics, and I think people who do calisthenics may be actually stronger than bodybuilders. So you have to understand, I'm building my muscles, but a lot of people would think I'm extra strong, but I'm not. I think somebody that has calisthenics in their routine is actually stronger, especially abdominally.
So you don't do plenty of abdominals work, that's what you're saying?
Pardon?
You don't do plenty of abdominals work?
Genetically, I'm weakest in my abdominals, yeah. So I do train my abdominals. It just takes a lot for it to respond. So for my category, it's just basically is enough for my category. But you know, I definitely don't have an 8-pack or a 6-pack walking around. I know some women do, and they're not even heavy in the gym or dieting hard. It's just genetics. It's just like some guys can't get a big chest no matter, or big calves no matter what they do. It's just not gonna happen.
Well, let's a quick amount I buy on live. Janelle, Simon, Zaza, Green, Michael, Samuel, and Calvin White, they say he went to Orlando, Florida. He's a Ford overs man, so that's not the partner. But yeah, you know, you're talking about your stuff before I would into up for you.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
What I like about your motivation, because I used to go back and I like bodybuilding show. And one time, another bodybuilder made me. And you have a competition. A shy guy who I really like to see do this. I think he's a really good bodybuilder. But he actually need to change. Probably no more like a shy guy. But every time that he don't get the championship, he display it on stage. He show it. There's no, he don't make his business. Nobody hide it. And sometimes he don't say, well, go for the award and stuff like that.
Oh my, that's
So
not good. That's
I
not
just wanted
good.
to tell the youngsters again, that's competing and stuff, that sometimes you'll be a loser, but the way how you must accept the loss in a graceful way.
Yeah, it's really tough. I know it's tough, and especially for men sometimes. I think, not saying that women don't have a big ego, because women have ego, and of course we all have a level of ego. You have to in order to be great at anything.
But
I feel like
he's my favorite bodybuilder. I love to see him now.
I know who you're talking. He's one of my favorites too.
Yeah,
But everyone is different. Everyone is so different, and they take, like, you go through so much, you know, in preparations for these shows. So emotionally, you're on a high. You have to, and I would excuse anyone. I'm not condoning that behavior, but I would excuse if someone had that reaction once in their career. But if you continuously do it, okay, no, like you're letting yourself down, you're letting your federation down, you're letting your country down, which leads me to my point. I don't want to ever give a reaction on stage, because at the end of the day, it's not Melissa C. Ford, is Antigua and Barbuda. They call your country first and then your name. So, you know, I don't want Antigua to be shown in that light. I'm trying to be a great representation in the sport for young people. And it's funny when you're bringing this up, because I think it's so important, because young people have this way of they're so accustomed to winning because we give medals for everything, and we give you a pat on the back, and we cheer you on when you do bare minimum. So I think young people have this thing that you have to win, and if you don't win, it's unfair, like it's robbery. I'm supposed to be talking to the girls going off to Carifta about this exact topic next week, and oh, you do. So I funny because I'm really passionate about it, because there were moments that maybe you get caught and you're like, what? You know, but you can't show that even on your face because it could be received wrong. And I know some people would argue with me that this is a part of sports. You live in the moment and you show that expression, you just show that you care. But you don't want it to be misunderstood. And at the end of the day, remember, it's a blessing that you're representing your country. It's a blessing because a lot of people would love to be in your shoes, and you get to do it, and you get to represent on behalf of many other people. So you want to do that, you know, with a lot of pride and grace. And sometimes that takes swallowing your tongue, and that takes, you know, just keeping a smile on your face until you get in the back with your coach and your teammates, and you know you can hash it out back there.
We represent the country and we're ambassadors. So it's very important that we go out there in the field and display good sportsmanship. Although decisions go against you, don't get upset, but do it where you have to. One of us they confess on this set this morning that we play a game at a time with Queens, and I forgot that game. And umpire, we were winning all games in North America. We beat everybody else. We had Jamaican team in Queens. I forgot that game. And the three batters went in, and the umpire just gave us some real bad out. And the most coolest guy on the team, he gets so frustrated, just hold the hot and the goes and start again because you can see the blatant unfairness, that, you know. And I think that first time we ever really kind of.
I think people don't think so. I'm gonna, because this recently happened with, you know, it could be a cool person, and like I said, like I would forgive someone who has a moment, but you really gotta think ahead, think about if it goes your way and if it doesn't go your way and how you're gonna handle it. Because recently at the Anna Classic, in the States, one of the bodybuilders was cheering on when another bodybuilder basically didn't win. And no, it seems like in the moment, like, yeah, you're trying to tell him, like, you know, I'm glad you didn't win.
Right.
But after that, he had 2 major supplement deals, companies who dropped him. You know, so you're costing yourself opportunities when you behave like that, because you're not carrying yourself, of course, you know, to a standard. And if people are supporting you, brands do support me. I collaborate with a tanning company, suit company, hair company. My makeup is sometimes tan. I work with a lot of people, and I contribute to the fitness magazine for IFBB. So imagine I go on stage and I act poorly. It's not even just, you know, showing Antiguans in a bad light. It's gonna cost me my collaborations. So, and I just always feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
See, like I said earlier, in the heat of the moment, you might react, you know, but after a while, like he happened to me, I used to play, and they used to go apologize to the umpires all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, in that game, you know, sometimes you don't agree with the call, so it can be quite frustrating. But I mean, even in my sport, if you take off your medal, like saying you're rejecting, you don't think you, like if they call me for fourth, and I don't think I should have been fourth, and I take my medal off, I'm disqualified. They disqualify you automatically, and the placement goes to the person who actually came behind you. So, you know, you could be costing yourself placements,
Sure.
you know.
Next question from Mr. Physical Fit. And you go ask that question small, can you give up this as a sport? I heard her said that she does about 45 minutes of cardio. Is it jogging or walking or weights?
So when I want to get my legs in condition, I would do the Stairmaster, and that tends to burn more calories in a short amount of time. So it'll be, yes, 45 minutes. I would, if I can't manage, because there are days you cannot manage 45 minutes on the Stairmaster, and I'm not going one today, one tomorrow. I'm like, you know, I am climbing. I would do an incline on the treadmill, maybe 3.5, a speed 3.5 or 3.2, and I would walk at least 15 minutes, and then do the Stairmaster 30 minutes.
And Bongs is saying with that mindset of yours, you definitely will always walk in success. Like,
No, thanks.
and Daddy Calvin, why say hello for Orlando? And my mic is going set, so when maybe something like, this wasn't my expectation, but it's alright.
We can
No, it's
share.
okay. You do the one day, you do. It's no show.
We share. I'm a twin. I'm accustomed to sharing.
But back to 2025, I know Spain, Malta, Czech Republic. Which one of those that you think that is alright? Which one of those you think for you was stand out most? I was more challenging.
Which one stood out to me? In what way? Because I can go into so
When
many
you hear your
different.
show, just talk. Because I'll be watching you live. Everybody want to hear more too. Everybody happy for you.
Which one stood out to me? Of course, the one in Listen, all of them had so much going on behind the scenes that, but in terms of production, I would say Malta. I enjoyed Malta a bit more. I normally love the World Championships. It comes with added pressure, but the production was not as great last year, in my opinion, due to venue change. So I always like. So for me, when I pick my shows, I'm not just. First of all, I don't ever look at the calendar and I'm like, okay, I don't want to go here. It's going to be competitive. No, I'm going everywhere. There's no one who could ever say I, dodged a show because of competitiveness. I've gone to every place that they have had a show. South America, Europe, Caribbean, you name it. The only place I haven't gone is Asia. And that's not really my doing. They pulled the show at the end of the day, so I couldn't compete there. But I think Malta, because I look at stuff holistically, and I want to know that I am going to a place that's beautiful. I want to experience a little bit of tourism, learn about a new place, even though I'm by myself. The production, of course, the prize money does matter to me, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Not every show has a large prize money. And I want to, of course, step on stage with certain athletes before I head to the World Championships. So I would say Malta and then Worlds. And then Czech Republic. I just love Czech Republic. The hospitality there is really high. And it's just a different part of the world, and I loved experiencing it. And they are so into bodybuilding and fitness.
So tell me something. You ever like going to a show and see names and say, boy, there's some big. Do you research the names, check on the athletes and see what they have done and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. I do. I'm not afraid of my competition at all. So I do. I am an athlete that would. Okay, well, I want to wait till the list drops and I will look up the girls I don't know. But last year I didn't do it as much. It's almost like I wouldn't say I didn't care, but it was just like I'm locked in. I felt like I was bringing my best, and it's just like I couldn't be bothered much. But in previous years, like I wanted to see if the top girls were showing up. And if the top girls are showing it, I would almost prejudge the show. Okay, well, these are the girls that are coming. These are the looks that they normally bring, whether it's more feminine, bubbly, or more condition, more muscularity. So I would almost start to prejudge the show, not to psych myself out, but to also aid me in my peaking, like how I'm going to peak myself. And of course, Dylan hates when I do this because he's always like, stop, I don't want to hear about anything. I'm like, we're just focusing on you. But I mean, that's just the athlete I am. So I'd have these conversations with my sister on the side. And then, of course, Dylan would be aware of who I'll share the list with him. He's like, yeah, but we're coming with XYZ and ABC, and it's going to be enough for the judges. We do our part, and then the judges do their part.
Yeah. And do the judges give a criteria to what you have to go work towards and stuff?
Of course, yeah. So there are rules, and the document is like, I think, 50-something pages. It's extensive rules. Down to what type of shoes, the bikini, the cut of the bikini, how it's supposed to fit you here, what they expect of makeup, the type of tan, how much tan. Like, they literally go down to the nail. And then, of course, a lot of elaboration on the physique. They don't want to see striations. They don't want to see too much of hard lines. It's not supposed to be masculine. Maintain your femininity. Ultimately, bikini is supposed to look like you can diet and exercise. An average person can diet and exercise and achieve that physique, within a year, to 6 months of, dieting and training. It shouldn't be too hard. And this is at an amateur level I'm speaking. Of course, once you get better and better and better, you can try for the pro card and turn professional.
Mr. Fitz come back and say the Stay Master is his favorite.
Yeah, it just gets the job done. It's tough, but it gets the job done. It's effective.
But tell me something now, and for those that's listening, how difficult it is now for Ali, how difficult it is to keep going in and keep yourself motivated every day and stuff like that.
I guess I'm highly motivated. I guess when I pick a goal and I want to do anything, and just not even just bodybuilding, like I could really go for it. I go all in. I'm researching everything. I want to know the judges. I want to know the destination. I'm constantly refreshing the calendar. Okay, is there another show? Is there another show? So for me, for someone who is motivated, I think I do have my moments. Of course, the motivation isn't there every day because this is a very monotonous sport. Like after 13 days of eating the same thing, or having the same routine, you start to get a little frustrated. But I lean on my support system, my family, my coach. I would if I'm having a low moment, Diana, here I'm just out of it. Michelle, I would in the past I would talk to my best friend Shayna and Adrian when he was more involved training me. I'm having a down day, so the people who are in my life day to day, my partner, hey, I had a bad day, I'm just not in a good mood, and you need those people in your corner to remind you why you're doing it, remind you that you're doing a great job. It's not always gonna feel like butterflies and sprinkles every day. Some days are truly hard for me, but it's something about suffering and coming out on the other end, knowing that I made a lot of sacrifices to achieve what I have achieved. So
The year 2025 will be a year that you will remember for a very, very, very long time.
yes, for sure. I will definitely. I think last year is my last year being as active as I wouldn't say I would never step on stage. I'm taking this year off. For those of you who follow me on social media, I haven't announced it per se, but have alluded to it on my social media. But I have mentioned to people closest to me who ask, when is your next show? No shows on the radar. I'm taking a bit of a break. I think it's important to rest, recalibrate. I've been going since 2016 to now, 2026. I've been training and I've competed every year from 2027 to now. That's 9 years straight with multiple shows every year. So it's been really, really tough. I would not go back and not do it. I loved everything I did, everything I've accomplished, but I just want to take some time to enjoy life a bit, detox from bodybuilding and miss it a bit, fall back in love with the sport. And the next time I step on stage, I definitely want to improve on some areas that I feel like it just needs more time, and I don't want to be having to look on the calendar and say, hey, okay, the show date is that I picked is coming up. I have to stop, building and start focusing more on the cutting. So it's just to give me that time to really build. So when I step on stage, it's going to be fierce competition. Let's put it that way. But I will still be active. I still plan to give back and be active in the amateur bodybuilding weightlifting federation. Once they have their nationals, I will do my best to support them, and whether it be sponsorship, being a stage marshal, helping out, Madam President. Marvet Richards, just want to shout her out. She's such a quiet president, but she is doing a phenomenal job. We have had a level of consistency with, the type of nationals that we've been pulling off every year. While the numbers may have gotten smaller, it's not a reflection of the work that is being done behind the scenes. It's just that a lot of our athletes have gained their pro card in the last, several years. Bodybuilding has had a buzz, especially a lot of success on the pro circuit. So a lot of athletes are interested in trying to achieve that pro card. We've introduced a new modality, fit model. I don't know if you came to I think you came to the last nationals, Earl.
I think that's right.
You were in the audience?
No, I don't think
You
so.
didn't come. Okay. But we had a new modality, so
Uh-huh.
it's interesting. It's going to attract some of the other ladies who are interested in pageantry, because you actually wear not only a swimsuit, but one of the segments is that you wear a dress.
I watched the live stream, I should say.
Oh,
But
okay.
I sent the clip this morning to Madam President a while ago. She's my good friend, Marvet.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's doing a phenomenal job.
She's doing a phenomenal job. She has been, working in various capacities, primarily as the secretary, and I'm pretty sure she's still doing a lot of secretarial work. But she is the bones behind a lot of what is going on administratively behind the scenes. And, of course, kudos to all of the members on the executive, Dwayne, Beverly Percival, who am I forgetting? Dwayne, Beverly, Edenez, and Marvet, Kimberly. They're doing a lot of work behind the scenes that the public doesn't see. We just see the nationals come off, and
Right.
then we see athletes go off to
Different events.
different qualifiers, and of course CAC.
And you forgot Coach Allen, who normally coached the national team.
Yes, so, and all of which I should say were nominated for 2025 at Sports Awards, and it's because of the good work that they're doing.
While they're watching my question I have for you.
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
can't see your screen is
after,
black.
After I talk, you walk right into my next question.
Okay, good.
Because you were talking about 2025, when the year was so superb and stuff. And then I was going to ask you what next for you after such an incredible year. And walk right into the answer and say that you're taking a year off.
Yeah,
and
I'm
stuff like
taking
that.
a year off, guys.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And now you're talking about the sports award and stuff like that. And my next question was onto that. You know, how you felt when you were named Senior Sportsman of the Year. That was my next question to you. So you keep walking the question.
I would say, okay, so
There you go.
I
Take it there.
have time, so I guess I'll elaborate slightly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people might not have known, but in 2020, I was nominated when I won my pro card that year. I was nominated that year. However, because of COVID and all the federations could not participate, they got together and decided that they would not have sportsman and sportswoman of the year. So that year was a phenomenal year for me, and obviously one of my most memorable, 2025 and 2020. I would say fast forward to now, because they pulled it after I was nominated, so I didn't learn until several months later that they're actually not having sports awards. I didn't want to go into this one. I know I had a great year, but the focus is never on that.
Correct.
I didn't think about it much until the actual day, and I did not follow sports the way I did in previous. So I didn't know about the other competition, but I knew I had a great chance, and people would have probably mentioned it to me. But of course, you never know until it's that time. So I was obviously, I would say, I had this feeling of gratitude, I think, because I've been in the sport so long, and it's my first Sportswoman of the Year
Right.
title. And of course, I would have over the years had tough competition with Kimberly. Our world champion comes straight from my backyard. So not to say that I have not had phenomenal years prior to 2025. I am definitely one of the elite athletes, and I take a lot of pride in that, and I'm super proud of myself. And I think this award just encompasses all the years of hard work and delayed, never denied.
True.
And of course, it would always hold a special place in my heart, that I've achieved great things through sacrifice, hard work, and represented my country well.
True, well said. 'Cause I was wondering when you get that sportsman, like after I have Kimney, I know she's doing well on the same sports on the international stage and stuff. So I was so elated and so happy when I heard that you won and got it, And it was also even great achievement when. Just the other day we have a conversation. Somebody was saying, "Is this something was rigged because she won it and her partner won some? So this like say rigged or something."
Who said that?
I can't dispose my friend, but we were talking about it on Monday actually. They were by all of us inside
No,
talking
I
about
think
sports and stuff.
coincidence. Actually, Alzari was quite surprised. Yeah, because he would have obviously been injured for the latter part of 2025. So.
Yeah.
I think it was more of a surprise for him, and we didn't expect it. But of course, we have share a special moment together, and
So people thought it was rigged and stuff like that because 2-hour one.
of course they would. This is just how people think.
Yeah, true. But Mr. Physical Fitness keep asking questions this morning. What's the ambassador weakness when it comes to her diet? What she can't resist eating, especially when something that will increase her BMI. So take your time and answer Mr. Fitness. I guess you want to learn that guy. He want to put everything.
I have
this
a
morning,
weakness.
Go back to his training.
I have a weakness for salty, crunchy things. So I would say, I love to cheat with fries, French fries. I know I can throw them in the air fryer, but they're not nearly as good. I'm not going to convince anyone that it is. I love French fries. I love sweet ketchup. I like, I'm not really big on like having a burger or having a slice of pizza, but of course I enjoy those things too. Yeah. I think for me, I would enjoy my prep food, and so cheating can be one way, like eating what you're not supposed to eat, or cheating in terms of you're supposed to only have 1 ounce of this and you're now entering 2 ounces because you're eating more, so overeating. So I would be having my regular prep food, chicken, rice, salad, whatever it is, and I'm just eating more volume than I should be. So so that's also considered cheating. So, but if it was with junk, the first thing I want is French fries.
Yeah, Zazwaki, hope she answered your question, my brother.
And it's tough when you're around people who are not on the strict diet that you are on. It's
Right.
extremely difficult.
Okay, that's good. But as I said, 2026 is the year that's you go relax, take a break, which is good because you always need a break from it. Whatever sport you do, you always need a break because it tends to make you recover, rethink, recharge your batteries, and come back even stronger than before and stuff like that.
Yeah, also I think it's just time, and I would have spoken to Mr. B, Mr. Barrows, which is my home gym. While I would have not been there much last year, that's where my physique was built, and you know this. That's
Correct.
your home gym too, as far as I know.
Yes, it still is.
Okay.
I will never change.
Yes, that's my home gym. So that's really where my physical foundation was built. And I was speaking to him, and he said he overheard my interview that week, and he said he thought that it was a good time for me to take a break. You know,
And
you can't just be going.
True.
It's not
Of course.
healthy. And like I said, my body's gonna respond so much better taking this break and then going back into it, and I'm gonna have a renewed, energy towards it. I'm gonna be more diligent because I'm starting over. It's gonna be very fresh rather than a revolving door.
Correct.
And this also a show that I really want to do, and I want to take my absolute best to that show, and that requires proper preparation, planning, and execution. So I'm gonna give myself that time and enjoy a little bit more of family time. I'm family oriented.
Correct. But that
And travel.
You want to give us a sneak preview of that show, or not care to share about that show? The show you say you have a show that you want to do it best, and or you want to leave that on the back end. I don't want to give the public. too
I'll
much.
leave it out for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh.
Just because you just never know what the rest of the year is. And I don't want to announce it and then I decide not to go.
Right.
I don't want anybody looking forward to it. But what you can look forward to is that my hopes is to take some time, make it a very intentional off season, because obviously competing back to back every year, multiple shows a year for the last 9 years, I have not had a very long off season where I just get to focus on building and honing in and fine tuning those areas that I want to bring up. So allowing myself that time, I'm going to enjoy it, and then I will announce my return
Sure.
back to the stage, and it hopes to be a very good one. I actually can't wait. I was speaking with other bodybuilders, and they were saying that they think that I'm gonna be, have FOMO, fear of missing out, because I am off the stage for a year. But I don't think so. I think I'm so engulfed in bodybuilding and enjoy even being just a spectator. I plan to have my popcorn and my notebook, because I love to judge. I judge the shows as a spectator,
Okay.
as I'm watching, and I want to enjoy that part of it and continue. I had a workshop a couple weeks ago, obviously giving back, a free workshop for anyone in the world, just to ask me questions, because I'm so active on the circuit, what shows I've been to, what I thought of the shows, tips on traveling, and I just want to continue showing up in that light. So I'm not missing in action, totally off the radar of bodybuilding. I still will be giving back, like I said, participating in nationals and just playing my part to keep it going, because I want to inspire, of course, young people to continue, because it doesn't stop with me. When I stop bodybuilding, I still want to be
True.
to look back and see the young ones coming up and taking Antigua's name far, not just here in Antigua, but regionally, internationally.
And see, you keep doing that. So Carl, my question was to how you encourage the youngsters who are they watching now. Some parent might be watching and say, hey, I want my daughter to be like the ambassador there and stuff. So how you encourage the young people to get in the sport?
I mean, I think just doing my thing has done that, and those who have felt comfortable to reach out has reached out, and hopefully my workshops, which are open to anyone, I do not discriminate. I didn't just make it to Antiguans, I made it to anyone, because I'm willing to help person. Most of the people that I work with, funny enough, is not locals. I'm not sure why, but I help athletes in Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis, Guyana, St. Lucia, Jamaica, And my workshop, there were people from Luxembourg, Spain, Brazil, and it just goes to show that, you know, sometimes the information is right here in our back door, but we don't tap into it. But I'm just hoping with time that, you know, more people locally sees what's happening, not
benefit.
just in bodybuilding, but sports in general.
Correct.
And, you know, get involved. I don't think we're sports inclined as much as the other Caribbean islands are.
Tell the minister so he can hear you.
No, no, no.
But let me ask them. I like that. But
I have to thank them though before I come off.
Yeah,
That
well,
they have
we have
supported
time,
me
you have
over
time,
the
it's all right, you have
years.
time. But I want to have, that's what you just say, well, in terms of getting the locals involved, do the social, you speak with social and so put on like a
Workshop, like a seminar, yeah.
And nobody show up locally?
There was maybe
I go to different
2
gyms.
or 3.
You go to different gyms to get any person out there and schools and stuff like that.
no, I didn't do it that way. I just
Okay.
posted it on like my social media, my platforms. But just from doing that, it was a small percentage of Antiguans, which I know our sport is like my sport that I love. It's maybe not as mainstream as other Caribbean islands and internationally. I'm hoping that will change. But other than that, I just think we're not sports forward.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. But let me say good morning to some guys who was driving from Tampa. I sure you know Sally and Ferrara. Yeah, along with her partner Nick. They were here in Antigua a couple weeks ago. They actually was on the show.
Oh, wow.
They're saying hi, good morning. They're saying driving from Tampa, and it's great show. You know. So they're watching you from Tampa, saying
Yes.
great show.
And thank you for having me on your show.
Yes, it's your show. But you were saying that you want to thank the government a while
Yes,
ago.
I just want to thank the government of Antigua and Barbuda because they have supported me. I remember I'm just going to go back in history, my
take your
first
time.
World Championships where, you know, they supported not only myself, but a group of us. I think it was Kimberly Bernard and Michelle C4, my twin sister, where we went off, and it was like the first time that a group went off. Prior to that, it was, I think, Bernard in 2019, the first Antiguan, and then myself in 2020. And then after that, since then, we've had a lot more interest. But it takes you going out there and showing yourselves to get that support. But I just want to thank them for supporting me over the years and having that confidence that I can represent not only myself, but the country in the way I do, and flying our flag high. And, you know, of course, a lot of my success would not have been possible without the great deal of support that I've had from them and from my family and my supporters and my federation.
So I know you have our next appointment. We have 5 more minutes. 5 minutes be 11 o'clock.
When the time went by fast, I don't know. The time went by fast.
Is you say you have to go here, so
Yeah. No, I don't have anything else. Let me think.
you know.
When are you gonna compete?
When who me? No,
Yeah.
ask Zaza. Zaza saying no. He's saying here politicians only get involved when they realize you are a world beater. But she just says Zaza that tell Zaza what you say a while ago.
No. They supported. You see, I was active and I was climbing the ladder, so they would have came on board during my time of climbing the ladder. And funny enough, you know, the support does matter, and I just hope that it continues, not just in my sport, but across the board. Like, you know, all of our sports, volleyball, netball, basketball, you know, we need fencing, sailing, everybody.
Correct.
Even the arm wrestler who is making waves, Danielle. So it's not just my sport. I think the sports in a whole, like, we need to identify talent a bit better, hone in the talent, and, you know, push them to go
True.
the long way.
And I always tell people Antigua have talent in everything.
We have talent.
It's a country that have talent, sports, education, everything I think about Antigua just have it all. You know? And I say it's always good to see that the hard work that you put in. What drives me most like by Bongs and say is your mindset. I think that's why I achieve so much. Your mindset is so solid, because being in those shows over the years and you're outside the top 10 and stuff, you keep pushing. You say, no, I'm not going to give up. You keep pushing and keep pushing. And that's for any young stars that are watching, this is a true testament of greatness, because she never gave up. She keep pushing because she have this goal she wanted to achieve, and she push and push until she get that goal, and she became #1 in the world. Not in Antigua and Barbuda, but in the world. Beat Spain, Czech Republic, Russia, all these big names. She beat this young lady. Beat all those
Antiguans
names.
can do it.
You know, and just say that we can do it in Antigua. We small, but we taller, as they will say. You know.
Yep. Somebody told me that when I came back my first time from CAC. You miss C4, you little, but you're taller.
Yeah. So I just want to say that I am extremely proud of you. I'm honored to have you on set this morning. A lot of people on the live really appreciate you and really proud of you. But as we look to wrap up, because I know you have a next appointment, I don't want you to be late for your appointment and blame me. So look in the camera. You can tell everybody what you want to tell them.
Thanks, guys, for everybody who tuned in on the show. I obviously love coming on this show because it's very relaxed and he does his homework. He always knows. He always knows what you know. Sometimes you get interviewed by persons and they don't really interview you well and make it difficult, but you make me comfortable to talk and always happy to talk about bodybuilding. And I'm just going to do a shameless plug. I might not be competed, but if you are interested, please contact ABABWF, Marvet Richards. You can contact myself, Kimberly Percival. Sorry, she's on leave at the moment, but you can contact anyone on the executive, Dwayne Edenez, and if you're interested, if you have a child or a nephew or niece that you think would do well in bodybuilding, our nationals is coming up in August, so it's not too late for you to show some interest, and registration forms are in all of the local gyms.
I actually tell Margaret, I think yesterday I told her that I haven't invited her on my show yet, and I think I've been naughty, but I told her one of these days she needs to bring herself an executive on the show. I spoke to Dwayne.
She needs to come on the show.
I told Dwayne too, he needs to come on the show and stuff. So I don't want to be a one-sided, but I love cricket. So I got a beat up say, I want to talk cricket. So now I start to be diverse now. I'm going to start baseball sometime soon with my friend from Anguilla and stuff because I want to be different. And my good friend in Tampa, Sally, friend Nick Baxter, is saying, great show. And he said, best of luck.
Thank you guys so much, and thank you for having me.
And it was a very nice show. Take the break.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
Yes, that was a really good introduction a while ago when Ambassador Seafood, talking about the year in 2025. And as she said, she's taking a break, which well-deserved break after all those, I think about 9 years straight of going without a break, which shows the testament of her skill and tenacity to be in a sport for so long, which without dieting and eating this and that, your mind must have to be really strong and powerful,
Well, after a while, it takes a toll on you, You have to be really committed to be so, hard working like she was, to keep going, But like I said, she's taking a break, and maybe the well-deserved break, So I'm hoping that when she comes back, she will be refreshed and energized and ready to go again, because, hey, I've been there for 9 years or 9 continuous years. That takes a toll on you.
That's true. But I was trying to get some schools, some guys from Liberty to talk to me, the coach from New and Chop and Liberty. I just got flipped a while ago. That's why I just came off the air. I just told me that New and Chop is batting, and they are 39 before. I think that's what, maybe about an hour into the game. So I don't know if that's why nobody want to talk to me. I was back out there. But it looks like say that unless somebody don't dig in, like New Chop might be out before lunch.
Maybe we can call Paco, I don't know. One of the guys over there to give you an update. I don't know who we can get in touch with. Paco.
Yeah.
I don't know about Paco. So, somebody's on the bird of my game in this flipper. Somebody's on the bird has to be there, man. We can talk to him.
So let's hope they can someone come put up some partnership. Got 39 before, 2-day final, big game. I have a lot of work to do. I know the boys see me run a lot out there, poor shots or whatever. But that's not a good start so far for you.
And like I put it, the boys see me run out poor shots. Well, what I observe, for watching cricket recently, and it happens for a long time. Anyway, people always find where they get out.
It's true.
But like I say, it's a big game, when you come into a big game of finals, it's supposed to have more tenacity, more wanting to stay out there.
True.
You call it sticky-timity.
Yeah.
You don't want to get out doing nothing foolish.
This is the big stage. And like I was talking to Nino on Thursday and told Nino, what I noticed I'm following you for quite some time. I noticed that when he claims to know. I swear I noticed when y'all go to finals, y'all get jittery. I don't know how to play finals. But he say no. So I hope when I go there today, I hope I different story. I will see a different story. I hear a different story.
The joke about that, Earl, for me, that was a knock that against the Johnny at Pickett's. I was getting to that and won't win.
Right.
That's where they actually ease him out from Pickett's.
Right.
But I don't know what happened, but since he left, Pickett's not getting into no finals anymore.
No, because it's struggling.
So, I don't know, but at least if you get into the finals, this is where I want to get so we can at least have a chance to win.
That's correct, yeah.
But I don't know what happened when New Jobs, when I watched New Jobs last year, about 3, at least 2 or 3 T20. They were a decent squad to me. They were a decent squad.
True.
But like we keep saying, the longer version seems to cause some problem. But there's no excuse because our longer version is playing for the season.
For the season, yeah, that's correct. But as Zaza just saying here that you think the game should have played at ARG. What are your thoughts on that? instead of
Well, I was thinking that way as you, but
Uh-huh.
in the minutes of festivals or something festival to go on, you know.
I guess maybe his other thought is maybe his thought was a neutral venue.
Well, see, to be honest, I don't know about neutral venue. I don't know about neutral venue.
Okay.
Because you play in a competition, you take the most points, maybe you should earn that.
So
But-
I figure maybe that's why they do it. Maybe that's why it's at Liberty.
But I was hoping they play the recreation grounds too,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Get
I
more
was hoping with that.
close support.
Yeah, getting more people get to the central venue.
Yeah.
At least it bring back recreation ground alive again.
Yeah, yes.
Even though some happen.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And recreation ground is a cricket venue, you know,
Yeah.
not the festivals.
But that's and then again I may be thinking to I don't know if Lee was playing any game or something, practice game this weekend too.
Where
I know tournament starting soon.
didn't somebody tell the practice at Powell's?
No, that's the under 16.
Under 16.
Yeah. So the leading senior team. Too sure
Okay,
kind of tournament
okay.
is on the corner, so maybe that might
Quite
be.
possible.
So maybe
Quite
that's why not.
possible.
Maybe that's why not. Is that maybe. So maybe we can ask a
Quite
question next week.
possible.
We can tell him maybe
No, that's
Lee
quite
was
possible.
might be training there.
Yeah.
So
If
maybe that's
if
why.
they're not a sticky wicket,
Yeah.
quite like they work. Can pause and see some practice going on.
Yeah, that's where they practice.
Okay.
So maybe they might have fine tuning for the tournament. 'Cause I think the tournament in the next few weeks, if you remember something correct.
Okay, which well, they need a practice anyway.
Yeah,
But
so-
well, how many guys are playing in this final?
I think I know for sure. I think New just have two. Two show Liberty have. Maybe Liberty might have two and all too.
At least two, maybe
So
two.
four. Two on each side. Two on each side.
No, anybody. And it's
Well, no, I forgot local one. I forgot local guy. I sure I forgot Jimbo,
Exactly,
Jimbo,
Exactly,
and some Hayden
exactly,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So,
you
may-
think
in our
you
name
think
was
about
seven.
it, you think of the guys who came
Outside
in.
top players, yeah.
Yeah,
So
give
maybe
the boy
about
that
7
stuff.
hours. So maybe not. Maybe. Well, I don't know. Let me not jump the gun.
So, like I said, that being so, it should be a big game.
Yeah, correct.
Like you said earlier, it's a big final, there's some big names and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But I was hoping to play the recognition goes behind you. I was hoping, but there was anybody to say, no, like the boy to play have the most points, and
Yeah.
why not? Because if you go according to stats or whatever,
The home, we must get the
the
home.
boy should have been the champion anyway.
Yeah,
So they give the second place team a chance to dethrone them per se.
correct.
They should have the home team advantage.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people complain about the format, but I don't know. But I think that was early. That they should have. A guy was saying that they should have played semi-finals before they play finals. Instead of go straight to the finals.
I think the boy should go straight to the finals, then second and third
Play.
playoff.
Okay.
Get the boy to earn that
Yeah.
right. You know, but I don't think one and two should do. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Parish League does, semi-final, 2 and 3, then Tina will forget first, get straight to the final.
Correct. Right.
Because
Because somebody was saying that.
So you already guaranteed Parish League some money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can't team like Empire who was playing so well this season maybe say I could even play a semi-final against Mitchell to see the best team go on and play finals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They go from so. Hey, I don't know. You know what I mean? But everybody has their own. But before they have the top four. Or
They've
something.
had top four, yeah. Before time was the top four.
I think so.
Well, I changed the format this season.
But I don't like the format. There's 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
See the top 3. Is that my tournament?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
like I said, you know, I can tell you why I'm going to say that. When I started Parish League, nearly 50 years ago,
Right.
when we had like 30 something teams, all right, I can recall seeing the Liberty. After playing 3 games in the Liberty, I had so much points that I can catch them.
Yeah.
But then you had to have a playoff.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I can recall our good friend, the late here to watch. This story stick with me now. When we introduced playoff in Parish League, I remember hearing the common meeting, make arguments say, playoff is not for cricket, it's a boy, it's not for to maximize the sponsorship and the tournament and people get, more interested. You had a playoff. It's a boy, that's the American way. I follow baseball.
Yeah, baseball, yeah.
Basketball and American stuff. And when you had a playoff and this and that, the sponsorship and no doubt you are streaming.
Get more mileage.
No, you're streaming now.
Yes.
Even more so. You know what I mean? But he couldn't see it. I said, well, we can do it if anybody don't want to play about the business. So, but I remember when we introduced the Thursday League, man, there were 6 teams. are 18. But the first 3 games, the boy they lose. They lose, man. So we used to have a meeting every Wednesday at the office. Say came in there, I was there, then see Gamba score pints.
Yeah.
Say watch pints so. Say no, well, we still have a chance to get in the playoff.
The same man that say like
You
that.
want to so see yourself go. So I said, hey, nobody guarantee to win the game.
Yeah, you can have bad start and bounce back in back on the back end.
So the same man who they want to play off, so they can benefit now.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways, you know what I mean?
True.
Like, especially Champions League was a game that in the past, you play 35 hours.
Yes.
I had a commission like 1 day, 40 over, you know, but partially Thursday was the big thing.
True.
Still is a big thing, you know what I mean? Because in corporate, any team that want to play, any team that wants to play, let them play. So, the playoff, know that we can stream them. Those days we use ABS alone.
Yeah.
To get the sponsors some maximum benefits, you know what I mean?
True.
But at the same time, teams have a chance to do good. Because some teams, like I said, start weak,
Yeah.
end up strong.
True. Yes, correct. And talk about Parish League now, I think when the Parish League season aim back to start.
Next Saturday.
Because I know some guys are really anxious to Parish League. I see they got your friend that went high for you when I went for the policeman. Bling, what is his name again? The spin bowler man. They went to his house and he had one running from me or so. They want to come practice at the factory. Yeah, like chat.
Bernard.
Yeah, the guy is a bling or something like that.
No. You had him Bernard for sure.
Yeah. He asked me when
I
Patrick
forgot the
started.
nickname.
Yeah. So he asked me when Patrick started. So
Yeah, that's my boy.
and now he watching. So he was watching show and stuff.
Yeah.
We not invite on the show. So he didn't come on the show.
See, when invited you to the show.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was joking. We go pick him up, fast to pick him up on the way to pick up Bunks in Tiff, you know, the guys. And Mary said, okay, get in ready, we come back, I can't find him.
Yeah. So next week Saturday starting.
Yeah, we're starting next Saturday, like I said, we're going to stream the Saturday games.
How much teams competing?
Well, really one, to be honest, when like more than 6 now, you know. I say 7, 8 location, but I hope we only 6.
Okay. So any team from all world, what are some of the teams?
Well, Earl is old, giant, but that kind of problematic. But I'm disappointed because Earl is at this fantastic field and this pavilion and so. But your part, Earl, Sean, and see you can get things together.
Oh, Sean.
Hopefully not around and only hope you can organize things. I don't know why Earl can. I don't know why Sean can organize nothing.
But I know that has some time with the field and football and that kind of stuff. They have
football is not a problem.
Okay.
The problem is Sean and people over there. I tell you why. Pat Spencer, at John Hughes, when John was playing, Pat will tell you, look, by January, no football matches at.
On the ground.
Pat had no problem. They can practice, but no more matches there. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's how we operate.
True.
You know, man, you know football. You know, the man can't football so long now. That's foolishness. You know what I mean? And I can't see the rationale because the community sporting complex there. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Well, talking about football, and I will come back to quick, but I just have to jump in this one because our good friend Gary called me earlier. You know, he went for president. Presidency soon, yeah. So he was saying that he wanted to map out like old 10 days, a calendar. So we went to end football this time and stuff like that. So I hope, if you don't win somebody else win, they have that in place so they can map out like old 10 days.
That's simple and easy to map out. You don't know nothing big. See what happens old 10 days now. Even just like carnival, as soon as carnival football start now.
Right.
The swallow knockout.
The Swallow Cup.
Yeah. So start early, by around September football and start and so on.
Yeah.
Premier. Now, double at the teams that are first and second division now.
Yeah.
They have them now.
Yeah.
But it's not a headache because they only play Premier League like Friday, Saturday, Sunday these days. Well, I don't know that what they still use.
Yeah.
Play on Monday and Thursday, let's say Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday for instance. Say get the games out of the way. If we play 2 games a week in the division, okay? About 3 divisions have, right?
Correct.
Okay, so play 2 games a week. Let's say I doubt any team or any let's say first or second, whatever you call them, but have more than 10 teams. I doubt it.
Yeah.
In about 1 month, you're almost done. So by this November, before they play off in the Christmas time.
Yeah, kind of quick, you know, now start early January and stuff like
That's
that.
why that
late January,
cricket
so.
got full of people,
Yeah.
the big finals and that.
Ca-
Remember those days?
And why it does to the youngsters that love football and cricket, they get a opportunity to play extended in next sport and that too.
definitely.
Saying that you kill a man out to just go play to football alone when you could mix up that cricket opportunity, or vice versa.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So I don't know why, and I'm saying it again. I don't want to get the idea that the community field belongs to football.
Yeah.
I don't know where to get the idea from. It's
I
a
know.
community field. But you know what that cause that, Earl? You know the problem? Club structure.
That's true. And I mean, we hire in clubs in Nanting.
If you
That,
have
that's
club,
true.
when everybody remember the club, football and cricket and basketball and netball, whatever sport. They come and remember, that's a club for the village. You have no friction and no problem. You know,
True.
but, you know, a club of the hardest things to organize, get going.
And talk about club, and Zaza just, Zia comes ask a question about that, but Zaza now talking about it. Taddy, everybody complain how bad Rising Sun ground is for over the years. But I know you left Rising Club
That's
long
okay.
time. But
Left in 1980.
but you say ground is really awful. Rising Sun ground is really awful.
No, see, Rising ground easy to fix. Easy to fix. Rising ground easy to fix. You know, I told you sort of factories, you know. But people don't understand now. The western side of the Badjan,
Yeah.
you put some levels and cut it. You can't backfill all that.
True.
Just like factory, you cut
Yeah.
it. Large up and down ground now.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think when you get either with ground up flat, everything two sides the same level, it doesn't work so.
Right.
And I told you now, when they did the recreation grounds, 1978, well, not in 1978, they did 78. They did again 1995.
In a game.
1995 again.
When they put in new drainage and stuff like that.
Remember when tell me, Jeff Abbott tell me, the east side was about 12 or 20 feet higher than the west side. But you could notice it.
Right.
Early in that Rising Sun, the factory, you observe that.
Yeah.
You can see that. You get me going, see the disparity. But who said, oh, no, the plan work is going to say this up, no, you know what I mean? But all they want is the field level.
Right.
The field level, they cut it, that and grade work.
Right.
Early take 2 days. The problem is, you can't play there for a while.
Right.
Lock down that for a while.
True.
The grass go back.
When the grass go back and
grass.
everything.
You know what I mean? But you can get it flat note early.
Yeah. But I guess the next time will be kind of a lot of people walk past there and stuff like that.
Well, that
may next headache. That will be a big headache.
Strange enough, they said that. I tell you what, you know, in the record you're going to know. Eastbound Station is played there too. You can't fence them.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Some covenant. Somebody,
Oh,
somebody
okay.
gave them the land.
Oh.
Somebody gave the community the land. So you can't fence.
Oh, okay.
In a government place.
Oh, okay.
People think so.
Okay. God knows even one of judges now that not fence line and all too. So that whole part going on there.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we rise on China then? You said you can't fence nothing.
Okay.
Something somebody gave them the land for recreation.
Kind of something you play cricket and walk past the
Oh,
field.
I know about that. I know about that all too well.
Yeah, that's something that I can't go and all too.
Early in the cackle, you know. When I play the Rising Sun, right? See the east part?
Yeah.
That's East Rising Sun.
Yeah.
That's the big all bush and cackle in there.
Okay.
Where the parliament, new
Yeah,
parliament.
yeah.
All the grazing land.
Okay.
The parliament business come there lately. See right above there, VC Boyd House.
Right.
Where the sports obviously that was
Yeah.
VC Boyd used to live.
Yeah.
So all the ground was bush.
Okay.
And then the southern side, where some people somebody sell clothes by Rising Sun. That was a high hill.
Okay. That's what I call Mike Mountain ago.
Well, it was always there.
Okay.
But it's just behind Rising Sun field. And then open land there. There's a high, plenty of goats. A man from my father used to last, used to Target, who can knock ball in the yellow. So.
Okay.
Seriously. So, There's a lot of development take place around there that people don't changes.
Right.
That people not aware of. You know, because I playing this since the 60s when I was in grammar school and so on.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Ovals, so you know, Ovals close by.
True.
Well, matter of fact, you mentioned Michael Mount, they were long gone in time, but below, yeah, I was there when they building Carnival Bowl.
Okay. Driving the car, driving.
Cinema. It was Carnival Bowl driving
Yeah,
cinema.
okay.
Carnival Bowl, that Carnival Queen show, I think 1965 was one.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going over as a young guy. I was in the tennis street when they building the place there. And my father went by every day the other day. But there's a Blackman Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Over my go up there with the line.
Okay.
I would play with them like gambling and so.
Okay.
But I had no big money, you know what I mean? Just because 5 cents, 10 cents, something.
Yeah.
But over my life in the Blackman Lighthouse. So those are the places I grew up around.
True.
I'll tell you, man, see this place, what they call Johnson Construction? That's in the Maple Club.
That's next to the school, right there, opposite the school there.
Maybe Davis School.
Okay.
The Maple Club, Portuguese Club.
Okay.
The Portuguese. Over the Portuguese community.
Oh, okay.
Almost all Portuguese in Overs.
Overs.
Yeah.
Oh.
But when Maple Club left the Johnson Construction bought it, so we became Johnson Construction. And when I was going to Davis School, living in Seaton's, every morning, I go, I can't be in a while.
Okay.
Come up house here, the can't drive good. The can't a while, but so it's also fun with that.
Okay, cool.
I remember that.
This guy Curtis Charles here is saying, good morning guys, the collaboration need to take place between the Football Association and the Cricket Association. I think we have enough fields to play both cricket and football.
Well, maybe. Curtis will be cricketer, you know.
Yeah.
You know him?
No.
If you don't come by school, open and so when you go to boarding school.
Okay.
Became the big referee and so.
Curtis is a big referee guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Curtis, what's up? That was the Curtis Charles. I'm not a name there.
Everybody might come by school is open and so. So when they went to the football.
Yeah, football, big referee. Yeah.
The problem with that, Curtis, take for example, Liberta major field for cricket. Liberta playing the football
too now too. So
where they might push it up.
Yeah.
I'm asking, you know what I mean? No, the one field in a seat and they don't play football particularly, but they play football at Granville. Granville don't play cricket.
Right.
Willie Case maybe play cricket and football.
Same field, I think Newfield and play
and then they play football up there.
Right.
They don't play cricket now anymore.
Yeah.
Freetown play cricket mostly, but I don't know a football team. I don't know. So Michael, the hard with football here. So Curtis onto something. But the thing is, Carlos, I was talking to Flip with us last week. Then look, it's October, November, December. I wanted to start on the 13 and the 15 league, but like zonal.
Yeah.
Parishes, wherever that may be. Maybe 16. I know one was 6. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you have 8 teams, I probably know.
Right.
Because we can do now. Let's say you use factory or use Rising Sun. Just go to the venue. But you can play 2 matches a day for that matter. If you use 2 venues, you can play my Saturday, my Sunday. Yeah, so I'm saying to you. So you play 1 match Rising Sun. Here we come from. So 8 teams. Let's zone them. But get a lot of young people involved.
But how you plan to do? Going to the community or going to the schools to get those youngsters?
Well, you find them in the schools. Because even though he's not done properly,
right.
That's what I heard. I heard somebody mention to me this year. We're talking about it the other day. And who was there in the studio with me? It was Tuesday saying to somebody, so somebody said she was involved. Ian Tigger. So all the primary school participated this year.
Yeah, that guy I listened to the guy Benta and the guy Amma Nathaniel and saying that the interest is really high for the youngster, but the organizer need to do better because the interest is there. So they get a proper structure in place. So you can have the players go. And he saw some talent now too in the setup.
Which one? Two of them.
I didn't know the young one. Working his piece. Someone.
I did the older one. You see the go so.
Right. So maybe the older one, but I remember we were talking.
I heard too.
Okay.
I heard Tuesday.
Okay, nice. But no, they were talking and saying that they need them get a proper structure in place because the talent is there.
And strange enough, the Earl, you know what's so strange?
Uh-huh.
It might fit well into our plan, into the plan I have. Because the competition is done now in December and so,
Right.
like out the cricket season.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if we can get them to play like real cricket between October, November, December, that would be great for the youngsters.
True.
So, I did something like that for a guy in 1999, I keep telling you so. You got Erlins, you got Oldwood, you got Bowlands, you got Jenny's Island Primary School,
Yeah, yeah.
you got Golden Grove. Right in this because zone,
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
5
yeah.
of them already.
Right.
You can incorporate Benders.
Yeah.
So there's 6.
Yeah. Can't think Benners right now that there's a player cricket out there. That is going to play Sabah. In a long time, Benners be a good cricket team, both
I
Sabah and
want that
Harbour.
pace of the team out there. 50 school, primary school. I remember pace of the team like 4 years ago. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I was saying, from those 6 schools, you might want to find 2 guys with Benders want to play on 3. I don't know enough. Just saying,
Yeah.
for our purpose. No, look. Then you can take the Villa, the Green Bay, 5 Island, Actors Primary.
Yeah.
You put them in another zone. You see I'm looking?
True. Yeah.
Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe see they go where you want to go in New Wintrops.
Right.
I'm thinking, you have Pickets there, Patters there.
Right.
You get it?
Yeah.
Eh?
And talk about Patters, your partner back in Antigua, right? Tamo. Baseball, Tamo.
Yeah, my body.
Oh, yeah, I saw him yesterday.
So,
Sometime you need to come up on the show.
I'm looking at how we can zone
Yeah,
them.
zone it, right.
You know, because now we have Caps Cross, you got Roberta,
Yeah.
you got John Hughes, you got Buckley's, you got Alcians, you got Freeman's Village,
Yeah.
you got Stephen Farm. I know how we're going to zone them.
Because the farmer field has been a good field that
Yeah.
you might use that field now to do it.
Exactly.
So that field that you
Without
can
that,
use.
you get in the field.
Yeah, that field you can use that field.
When that zone,
Yeah.
we come from early. I know Buckley's playing the football, Colin.
Yeah.
But forward field that aren't utilized.
Yeah, I think that.
So that's been ideal venue for Saturday. So you get me
Yeah,
well.
because those people that are really can go right there and have cluster right there.
And you have enough teams too.
Yeah,
Yeah, so say you have John Hughes, Buckley's, Alcians, Roberta, Balmont.
uh-huh. Yeah.
You understand the point?
But I hope that you sit down and with Flipper and whoever, all the
What
players.
you want
Man.
to do,
Uh-huh.
can't tell me only. Find who are the P teachers
Right,
that work in those schools.
right, yeah,
I remember the conversation with Johnny last year.
right.
And he tell me Johnny was allowed to go to young guys, talented guys.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me he works here?
Yeah.
He worked Liberty too,
Uh-huh.
Johnny.
Okay. So that means you can raise with him and the guy, Aman Nathaniel, and say mental guy, and I think LY find a mistake. LY find must think out
Anyway,
of
was
somewhere.
I was told
Because
to
Sean,
do-
I was telling me he did some kind of school he was. See the go over some kind of school he was.
I don't know, but
Sean done that.
he
LY
had told me
Francis.
so
Yeah.
that he and Jamaris are working in the schools. I
Right.
didn't know that.
Yeah. So
But
them
I
are good
don't- I
guys.
don't want to go in there and work
Yeah.
for City Go with
So
him.
the guys get together and them they and get it
So you want
done.
to find them
Yeah.
and talk to them.
Yeah.
They'll get something in place.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like the plan they gave Guy, he was like this. If you go on the 13 or whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
If a guy goes to PA secondary and he got the age, you have to play him
Correct.
if you want to play.
Yeah.
Because he age a bit.
The age. Yeah.
So he goes to join in secondary. Any secondary school.
Yeah.
But he live in the community. In that village, in that zone. He's allowed to play.
True.
You get it?
That makes sense because you in the age. Now because me go secondary school but me still of age that me still qualify. When we moved out the age but I can't say that hey I'm not qualifying anymore.
So I want to push it between October, November, December. Getting guys, working with the guys.
Yeah.
Early, too many young guys out there when I see some cricket. You see the guys with the talent.
Yeah.
But like I say, the focus not there. The
Yeah.
preparation.
I need proper structure and
Yeah.
proper people behind it, serious people behind it so you can get it kick started.
Yeah.
You know?
I was at season last with my fish place.
Yeah.
And the 2 guys going to bug Boston Street. One in Javid's son. And the other one in Xavier's son.
Oh yeah, Jared, tell me someone play actually they was by me and Winston, he called Winston. I tell Winston his son about to play cricket. So Winston said he must bring up by him.
And the other guy that, Xavier's son.
Okay.
Freeland.
Okay, right.
He hit the ball, so he ball leg spin. And he get 4 for 13, 4 for...
Okay.
And this match yesterday they played, and Jab 5 catch half. He said, what week is he get? 4 for 13 yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 for 11 before.
Okay.
Jab 5 catches half him.
Nice.
3 ball leg spin.
Okay. Well, that's
So
good.
I want to see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, that, so about 4 guys in seat, now 5 guys.
So right there, have some guys there ready. They're ready.
And the bugging both for long as well. So both in this more clean field as well, you know.
Okay.
You see, the most supposed to be played.
Well, that's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but tell me about whispering money. You know?
Yellow chat.
Yeah. Say both say both you want to catch both, you want to clean up both. So.
Okay. But in terms, well, Paul, you can say we start next weekend.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. What competition is starting with?
Well, we have so many competitions. Thursday, you can say Thursday.
Right.
So we don't decide yet. Okay, maybe Richie, maybe.
And these are 20 each games are 30 overs.
30 overs for streaming purposes.
Yeah. and Laxi team that come back in Masters come back in?
No, I'm so glad.
God, they was
No,
quite
so
stuff.
when Masters is in,
Yeah.
they take a break to travel.
Okay.
Some things.
Oh, okay.
But they're good team, because they perform very well in Parish League.
Okay.
And they bring experience too, which is
True.
important.
We help the youngsters then.
So I have nothing against that. The traveling and disruption.
Well, I hope sometime now we join the other teams and still bring the experience there.
No, actually, they get wait, you're right. Some of them still play. Some of them still play. Some of them real soup now.
Yeah.
The man soup, they want to play.
Yeah.
You know, but have a team because they have to prepare and get ready to go.
Yeah.
Defend the championship.
Easter weekend.
Yeah, the Easter.
And the Easter with?
Win.
Okay.
The boss said, check it, we go with him. I said, boy, must be like a team.
I think about Nevis or something.
Nevis.
I think vaccinated with that.
He bug was the last. He carried me. He supposed to be on the passport. And they did the passport. But you have an excuse to get to it.
Well, I know it's 11:35. I know you have to go airport. So
Yeah,
just as you look to wrap up, just your closing remarks.
So we have next week. We have
Next week I have the great Michael Samuel and Sobi Gomes. They actually do the same thing we talking about. They're now promoting youth football.
okay.
You're talking about youth football. And also then from 10 to 11, and then at 11 o'clock we have the Curry with the team with our good friend, the PRO, Kesun Anthony, and our two show man president coming too.
Okay.
So we go share the young athletes that are going to represent Antigua.
That's great.
Antigua, so Antigua people can see them and then have a chat with them and hear how they feel about representing Antigua. Because sometimes I think about 8 or 5 of them going away for the first time, represent the country. So they should be here next week.
Well, I want to ask you a question. Because I want to get a problem. This character,
The character?
No, the character.
At the school, that?
The school, he got too late.
Well, Mr. Green said he was a real good. He was well put together and stuff. Dr. Green said.
That the doctor gave an opinion.
Well, when the guy come next week, we ask him.
No,
The PRO. Yeah, he was PRO.
The program put together. Nobody debate that and question that.
Right. But the end, what time
How
finish?
late he finished.
Oh.
And the ones
Kids to go on the street so they can know that they walk and foolishness,
That's
fighting
the problem,
and all and
This was
nonsense.
done by 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Right.
Start early, done by 7. Supposed to know, keep everything tight.
Tight.
Yes.
Something to look at.
Somebody will tell me something else. This was start 2, 3 o'clock, up to 4 o'clock.
Then start. So that's the problem. So you need to get work on that bit tighter. So Dr. Green, if you're listening here, what tell you say?
You know, yeah, man, can't. Look, our last is young people's born
Street one way. Yeah.
Not this,
Yeah.
So waiting with violate,
Yeah.
Get them out of the street, man. Get them some start early, done early, get them home.
True.
But I heard it was fantastic.
Yeah.
In terms of the parents support.
Attendance was good and stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm happy for that.
Yeah. I think he said especially the Saturday night, a lot it was really job packed. A lot of people was there Saturday night.
You know, I see it on Saturday night. He was one night.
Yeah.
He was done the night business.
Well, now it's the sun, Mandela, if the sun, you know.
There was a Facebook after some big fight, you know.
After the same song.
Yeah.
Because youngster at night.
Some big fight in Buckle after the first night or something.
Wow.
I saw it on Facebook. So I'm saying to you, get them out of the street.
Yeah.
early. You know, but like I said, because but have my good old friend there. Well,
Melissa.
her father and mother, her father and mother were good friends, but this
Yeah.
is support partially, he can tell you.
Yeah.
Her father think he's the best Kung Swadi cook and
Yeah.
when
Okay.
partially tours.
But they married so close until the time was Squaff and Squaff's sister, and she said Squaff's sister is a godmother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Tell me the settlement.
Yeah. So I tell she have no flip. That's why by the time she said godmother, say, well, you have no flipper then. Very good. if now your godmother, you have no flipper.
Tell
Yeah,
me careful,
yeah,
careful
so-
with lime. Flipper sit down in there as well.
Yeah, so it's.
When you look for, I don't even know, a guy named Friday, be fast, but come when school.
Friday.
See the tobacco shine and
Okay.
His father was body works, but the body works,
Yeah.
right in the back.
Okay.
Good fast boy, young boy, but just in one practice.
Okay.
Fun and Friday.
He likes split.
I don't know.
Like Simon, man. When I split Simon.
So, if you drive with car, well,
Yeah.
and they go taking the back and scuff, and as far as your body work champion. So when they
Scuff there.
Dan was there.
Oh, okay.
And they will come friend.
Okay. Yeah.
But Dan and his money to work. Her money to work. Johnny Beach.
Johnny Beach.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, so I know the connections there.
Yeah.
And then hook up with her. And the father, he boy taking the best Kung Swadi chef.
Okay.
See,
Well,
it's-
I know you like they say love cricket. You always go all over and watch cricket and stuff.
She cook Kung Swadi. She could call it Kung Swadi for dinner at YMCA.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, man, he's supposed to go collect the Kung Swadi.
Okay.
So, I tell you what, he's my good friend, man, and I'm my good friend, man. So, I'm glad to see her now she's doing well, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Serious thing.
Yeah,
And
man.
Scruff tell me he should babysit them.
Okay.
He should babysit them.
Yeah,
They
okay.
know the system.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. It was a good show today. You know, and guys, I just want to say thank you guys for viewing this week. Next week should be even more fun. As I said, we have Michael Samuel and Sobi Gums talking about youth football. Also, take the opportunity to ask Michael about Empire, what's going on with Empire Club. So Zaza, I'm sure you'll be looking forward to that.
When this tells Zaza, now please.
You know, if you want Empire, you know, we have to touch on Empire Club a bit. And of course, Zaza, I have asked Sobi some question about his job, about the technical director. If you think he's doing a good job, and if you think he deserves to get an opportunity again to continue his job.
You go and post about the Casey Carl.
Yeah. So next week should be interesting, and then we run off with the character athletics. So, guys, look forward to see y'all next week Saturday. Have a good weekend.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing up to 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So